Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan?
You know, I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States.
AOC taking heat after that fumble in Munich earlier this month, but now she's pointing the finger at President Trump and her critics for a series of verbal stumbles and policy missteps. Let's bring in Kaylee McGhee, Fox News contributor and Steamboat Institute fellow, and Meghan Hayes, former Biden director of message planning. Ladies, good to see you this afternoon. So she took to Instagram over the weekend to say, hey, it's not me, it's you. Listen to what she said.
If you think that I don't understand foreign policy because out of hours of discourse about international affairs, I pause to think about one of the most sensitive geopolitical issues that currently exist on Earth, I'm afraid the issue's not my understanding, but rather the problem is perhaps you've gotten adjusted to a president that never thinks before he speaks and doesn't care about the implications of his words before he speaks on matters like these.
People say that's the Instagram equivalent of a midnight drunk dial complete with snoring fiance in the background. What do you think of that?
I mean, I think that when you go to these conferences abroad, you need to come and you need to have your ducks in a row. They're extremely serious events. People there have been studying these policies and are complete experts in this, long past members of Congress. And I just think when you go, you just need to come correct or don't go. You're representing the United States. Regardless of party, you represent the United States, and I just think that we should expect better.
I thought it was interesting. She said the fact that I took a moment to think about it. That is a question you don't even need to think about. The answer is thank you very much for allowing me the chance to change American policy, but American policy has been a long-standing tradition of strategic ambiguity, and I'm not about to change that here and now. That should be top of mind.
Right. She went to a security conference and was absolutely shocked that she was asked a question about one of the biggest security-related stories in the entire world. But I do think that it's telling that she ran to Instagram later to complain about the fallout, because it shows that she's comfortable on social media where she is frequently praised and she's able to speak into this leftist echo chamber that she's created for herself. And she was shocked when she went to the security conference and was actually asked real-life questions about real-life policies that affect a lot of people. And so when she couldn't just immediately pivot to, well, we have to fight the oligarchy or we have to implement democratic socialism, she just totally fell apart and then ran back to the exact same place where she's comfortable.
I mean, the fact that her fiance's in the background going is just priceless. I mean, you couldn't have gone to a different room. Got to talk about Gavin Newsom, because he was with Andre Dickens, the mayor of Atlanta, the other day, where he was trying to relate to the audience and said this.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech, because I cannot read a speech.
Which prompted this response from Nicki Minaj on X. His way of bonding with black people is to tell them how stupid he is and that he can't read. He's not just telling them that they're all probably stupid and probably can't read. He's literally slowing down his speech to make them understand the words that are coming out of his mouth, as if they're children. That means he really believes they're slow. He's not just saying it. He didn't misspeak. He believes it. When I first mentioned it to you, you had this look of horror on your face.
Well, as someone who used to work for someone who was gaffe prone, and we got ourselves in a lot of these situations, I have respect for him that he's out there and he's talking to people and he's trying to relate to them. But this is why you go on book tours before you run, because you get to make these mistakes and you get to, do I think that he's being racist? Absolutely not. Do I think that he meant how it's being received? Absolutely not. But the fact of the matter is that's what came across, and those are the things that he needs to work on if he wants to run for president and be effective.
But I do think it's telling that the way that he thought he could relate to the audience was talking about how stupid he supposedly was, or how illiterate he's claiming to be. I get the whole relatability here, but I mean, it's sort of the bigotry of low expectations. You're telling on yourself a little bit when you're saying that the only way I can relate to the audience is by making myself appear dumber.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. It was horrible.
There you go. All right. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell us what you really think. Thanks for dropping in, ladies. Good to see you again.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.